Hi everybody, welcome to this episode of Teen Pregnancy. I want to introduce myself. My name is Aileen Hernandez, and we will be talking about teen pregnancy. I want to start off by saying that the numbers of teen pregnancy is going down. However, there's still a lot of babies being born to women or teenagers ages ranging from 15 to 19. So we need to change that. As of 2013, there were 274,641 babies born to teenage girls of ages 15 to 19. This being said, you guys may be thinking 274,000, not that many, right? No. If we do the math and we divide that number by 365 days, which are in a year, we have 752.44 babies being born a day. That is a ton of babies for women ages 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Okay, you may be thinking, well, it is decreasing, so we're doing something right. I agree. But the numbers are still very high, and the numbers are still very much against young women, especially in this age group. Of those 274,000, nearly 89% were born outside of marriage. Now, if you think about it, they were probably born outside of marriage because they were of 18 or 19 years of age, which is legally allowed to get married without a parent's consent. Still, that's only two ages, and it's still a lot of babies, so we gotta keep it going. We gotta keep it decreasing it. So that more than 4 out of 5 pregnancies were unintended. I also want to throw this out there. The 274,000 number, 274,641 babies being born are not the pregnancies. So we still have to take into consideration the abortions. We do also how this really affects what is going through a young teenage girl's mind when she does learn that she's pregnant, she's gonna have a baby. These are the only two options: to have the baby or to abort. It is believed that .37% of teen pregnancies result in abortions. So that's a pretty big number. I couldn't even tell you the numbers off the top of my head, but 37% of 274 is a huge number. Now, what goes through the mother's mind? This poor young girl has to figure out her responsibilities. Now, there are so many responsibilities that this girl has to go through, and she's placed in a situation that has forced her to grow up mentally and physically, but more mentally than anything. It is more mentally traumatizing for this girl because, and we see this through the result of 7 out of 10 young girls will drop out of school. This is a huge impact. Now, you may be thinking, oh, there's lots of help, but this isn't always the case. The young girls are so unaware of all the help that is out there that we need to communicate with them. This is our job. Our job is to help give them the opportunity to know how they can improve their lifestyles and their baby's lifestyle, because ultimately they do have to take care of themselves and another child. The result of girls dropping out of school is because of the lack of resources and the lack of knowledge, really. This just young, innocent girl, innocent in the sense that she just doesn't know the world has to offer and all these opportunities that she does have, even though she has a baby, she has to figure out finding childcare, and that's a huge other situation by itself. I mean, you just finding childcare, and being able to know that someone else will take care of your baby with the same love and care that you would is just on a whole different level. So that's a huge. She may have lack of support. We don't know if this young girl has the support of the baby's father, of her own family, and just of her friends, really. Friends and family create a huge dynamic into this young woman's life, especially after giving birth. She now has to go to work, find a job most likely, if not continue somehow after having a baby, continue working, going to school, buying diapers, paying for doctor's visits, vaccinations. We're talking about how much money does this young baby require, really. And the new mom, a new mom usually doesn't know, but she, what is out there for her to help, but she at least has a stable lifestyle. A young girl who's still going to high school, sometimes even middle school, having this baby, going through all this drama because she's being bullied at school, because she's being stereotyped by her teachers, her community. She may not know the options that there are and the agencies that her community, even her school, may have to help her out. So the question here is, what can we do, really? And the important is, we need communication and involvement, really. We, as counselors, we should be able to communicate with these young women and maybe try to prevent, on the prevention side, show them what could possibly happen. We are talking about group meetings. We are talking about special guests. I remember one specific moment in life, in my high school career, where it actually worked. I walked into a room full of just women about my age, to be honest. I remember looking at them and be like, hey, I thought we were in middle school together. The answer was yes. She was in my middle school class, my same grade, and she had a child. And she, along with her peers, spoke to us about just the whole new world that she had to live in, and how her life changed. And she spoke from her heart and from real experiences, and I think that made a huge impact to myself and my peers. And I think that's a great idea, because you don't really think about it when you're in high school, taking counselors' ideas and communication. You sit down with a counselor and they tell you, you need to do this and be careful, and this how your life's going to change, until you see it happen to someone that you know. That's when really it hits you. It truly does hit you. Communication, involvement, that would be part of communication and involvement. Putting this information out there on the side of helping once the child is born, once the teenager, your student, has the baby. Just giving her the information, giving her all of the information that she needs to help her succeed in high school, because having a high school diploma now is extremely important. So being able to help her get a high school diploma and encourage them that school is possible, community college is possible, there are so many agencies, so much help out there, is the most important, really. So that's where you come in as a counselor. You can help them succeed in life by just giving them information, encouraging them, not giving up on them. Now, we go to the very, very end. This is how we help. Help it decrease. We don't want the numbers to increase. The only thing that increased, really, was the number of unintended pregnancies. That's obvious. You know, you're not going to say that you intended this pregnancy to have happen, but we got to help it decrease, and we have to help our students succeed in life. That will be it. Thank you.